Hello everyone! After our first Terraria Top 10 Things You Shouldn't Do video, some of you asked for more, some of you gave some really good tips, and a lot of things were debated, which is really cool to see. So with that, we have a part 2 of the Terraria Top 10 Things You Shouldn't Do. This is rather just some friendly advice, especially for some of those who are new to the game. Take these tips for what they're worth, and add it with your own experience to get plenty enjoyment out of the game. With that, let's get to our first point. This is one I see time and time again. A lot of people tend to underestimate the guide. Yeah, it may seem like he doesn't do much, and it's also possible to go explore the Terraria wiki to find out what you need. But at the same time, this is an in-game option where you can go and check on recipes and make it a little bit easier. For instance, let's say you want to see what a Soul of Flight can craft, you just go ahead, drop it in his little inventory box, and he'll give you a list of things. Again, yeah, you can go to the wiki and look all that stuff up. It all depends on your preference, if you feel like opening another window or getting a mobile device and opening that up and going to the wiki itself. While it's nothing earth-shattering, it does serve a purpose, and does it pretty well, especially in late game. We also can't forget that using the guide doll in the underworld, you summon the Wall of Flesh, which is a major part of progression in order to get to hard mode. So not only does he know his recipes, he dies for our sins! He dies for our sins! But in all seriousness, it's easy to underestimate the guide, but don't forget about him because he can save you a little bit of time. These next 2 points are going to revolve around patch 1.3, so console and mobile versions, you'll be seeing this pretty soon, but it's something I'm sure you already know about. The next point is going to be about the Alchemy table and the reason why you shouldn't forget it. It's background furniture in the dungeon. You can get it pre-hard mode, but overall this is a very helpful piece of furniture. By enabling you to craft potions with the ability to save on resources, this can be a really big thing, especially later on in the game when you really need potions. There is a 33% chance for each ingredient not to be consumed on usage, so that's very helpful. As a matter of fact, I once was making some endurance potions and got 3 free potions just out of sheer luck from the random number generator. And since I don't like farming for armored cavefish, that was really awesome. So when you see those alchemy tables, pack them up, take them home, and prepare to set up shop. Another great piece of furniture in the dungeon is the Bewitching table, something else you shouldn't forget. The table will give you the Bewitched buff, which allows you to summon an extra minion for 10 minutes. So this will probably be something you'll pick up and keep in your inventory and use when you really need it. Having the extra summons is really helpful, but it would be nice if this was a little bit longer, say maybe 15 or even 20 minutes. In prepping for a boss fight though, this is just simply a place, a use, pick back up, drink your potions and do your boss thing. Nothing too difficult. It should also be noted that once you're in hard mode, this will be sold by the Witch Doctor for 10 gold coins if the wizard is present. It's probably more helpful though if you pick this up in pre-hard mode. This next tip is something that a lot of you were talking about the last video, and it's true, I didn't mention it, which is using your shift key for torches. The shift key is called the auto select tool, and it tries to select the appropriate tool to interact with the object under your mouse cursor. If nothing's there, a light source will be selected, but it should be noted that if you have Spelunker glow sticks, they do take a very high priority. This is really helpful and can make things go very quick, especially if you don't feel like fumbling around in your inventory, but use it how you see fit. If you have a lot of items to use and you don't have space on your hotbar, then you can easily just get rid of some things like your pickaxe, your torches and everything else, and just put whatever you need in the hotbar. But if it's not a thing, then don't worry about it, but it can make things a little bit easier for you, especially if you're in a hurry. Everyone plays the game differently, so for some, this will be really helpful. Have you ever been to the Steampunker and taken a look at her inventory and seen the Blendomatic? Well, if you want very quick platforms, that's what you go with. After you get the Blendomatic, you take 2 stone with 1 gel, and you simply make asphalt, one of the fastest blocks in the game. Making an arena with asphalt can guarantee you that you will be faster than the boss. It may even be hard to keep up at times. To break it down in numbers, normal running speed is roughly 15 miles per hour. With no boost or anything, top running speed on asphalt is roughly 53 miles per hour, so that's a very large increase. Again, then you slap on lightning boots and any other speed buffs and you'll be flying. Stone blocks and gel are pretty easy to get a hold of, so this isn't an expensive recipe at all. For this next point, we're going to throw it back way in the beginning and say don't forget to explore. Sometimes people get caught up in doing the boss fights, and they don't take as much time to explore and enjoy the game itself. Sometimes it's very possible to miss out on some pretty cool things. Getting an enchanted sword really early, getting a Star Fury and Lucky Horseshoe early, and hey, it's even possible to get the lightning boots pre-Skeletron. There's a lot of possibilities there. Just take your time and enjoy the game for what it's worth, and take in the fun. This next point's pretty easy, but sometimes people don't think too much on it, but don't forget about potions. A lot of times, Iron Skin and Endurance potions can help you a lot. Regeneration potion can actually give you health when you really need it the most. And with Life Force potions, they actually give you more health, so in the end, it does count. Now, a lot of people can go through the game without the extra help, but it is there for a reason, and you shouldn't be too worried about taking it. This point is even more so true on Expert Mode, where things get more difficult, and having that extra edge is even more critical against bosses like Skeletron, Duke Fishron, and even Plantera. Again, be sure to get an Alchemy table, and you'll get some of your returns back with extra. I think this will be a perfect segue to go into reagents. A lot of times these are very easy to pick up throughout the world, but the one thing that can really help is setting up a reagent farm. Whether you place the seeds in a native block, a clay pot, or a planter you can purchase from the Dryad, it's so very easy to just go ahead and get more reagents this way, so that way you don't have to keep running back between different biomes searching for more. Having a reagent farm makes potion crafting so much more easier, and if you want better results, be sure to go hunt for jungle shrines and get the Staff of Regrowth, which actually gives you extra reagents. Not only will you be able to craft potions you need more easily, but you'll also be able to craft new potions you may want to try out for the first time. This next tip is going to be about boss fights and not becoming stationary during those fights. This sounds really easy, but sometimes we don't even really realize it until we start taking extra damage. Some of the boss fights in Terraria can become very intense. With attacks constantly coming, you'll have to be on the go constantly to avoid them. And while the Cross Necklace can help a little bit with this, the more damage you dodge, the better. For some, this may take some practice, but it's definitely a skill you want to pick up because it will pay off more against the harder bosses. Again, this proves more true in Expert Mode, where damage is constant when bosses are always moving around. Try to keep moving to build your skill up. Now this last point is for all the rangers out there who love their ranged weapons. Don't forget to craft the Endless Musket Pouch or Quiver. Once upon a time I was guilty of this, but these are extremely nice to have. Even if you prefer to use other ammo, it's nice to have these in case you run out as a spare. They're very easy to craft by making 4 full stacks of either arrows or bullets. You can go to a magic crystal ball sold by the wizard and craft them there. Again, even if you like using other type of ammo like Ichor bullets or Ichor arrows, either way, it's still nice to have these in case you run out, so that way you're not completely drained. They can easily just sit in your inventory until they're needed or moved out, but either way, as an insurance policy or ammo, they're really helpful. Anyway, that's going to do it for his top 10 video. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think down below in the comment section. I love to hear from you. Again, hopefully some of these will give a hand to some of the newer players out there. I appreciate all your feedback from not only this video, but the previous video as well. It's always fun to have these kind of discussions and informing people. If you enjoyed the video, please be sure to rate it. Have yourselves a wonderful day, and I'll see you again next time. The video's over, but there's more where that came from. Be sure to subscribe for more Terraria Let's Plays, Top 5s, and other videos as well as we cover different titles. You can click on one of the videos here for more. Be sure to rate this video accordingly as it helps the channel out greatly. Have yourself a wonderful day, and I will see you again next time.